all you great backgammon players.
No.
I'm excited. I'm excited to introduce Irina Litzenberger. Was born in Argentina and lives in Virginia. She is a member of the board of the Women's World of Backgammon and chairs the Women's Committee of the U.S. Backgammon Federation. In 2023, she was awarded Backgammon Masters Awarding Body Master Class 3. She was on the Team USA that won the inaugural WBGF Women's Competition in Sweden in 2024. Other backgammon accomplishments includes finishing third, fourth in the Backgammon World Championship Ladies Event 2022, winning the Sunny Florida Championship Consolation 2022, member of the USA Women's Team in 2024 and 2022, the Ganud Cup, placing second in the Cherry Blossom Women's Cup in 2023, as well as second in the New York Metropolitan Lady Liberty Cup in 2024. And most recently, Irena is second in the BMAB for 2024. So I want to congratulate you, Irena. I'm so proud of you. You've come a long way, baby. And you got a longer way to go. So here is Irena.
And a short way to get there.
Yes, to talk to us about how she's gotten her game together from the start.
I'm gonna start from the start with a short introduction. I started going to tournaments. My first tournament was in 2010. We moved to the States in 2005, and in 2010 was our first tournament. We went to Thousand Islands, New York with Roberto, and there was only one division there. So we just played the doubles, and we actually won. This is my trophy from Thousand Islands in 2010. And after that, I didn't go to many tournaments. My next tournament after that was in 2011. Only one tournament. I participated in the novice division in Pittsburgh, and I came in second to Ben Friesen. Ben Friesen beat me in the novice in Pittsburgh in 2011. And immediately after that, I moved to the intermediate, and I went to like a few tournaments in 2012. One or two tournaments, and I don't know. And actually, in 2013, we had like a pretty big car accident, and I was like for a week in the hospital. But this was in January, and in May or March, I don't remember when, I was at the Cherry Blossom playing doubles with my neck breaks and everything. We were nothing stopped me. But for me, backgammon was developed slowly. It wasn't like, love at first sight. It was growing. The more I played, the more I was into it, and I wanted to get better. And of course, having Roberto studying the game have a big influence on me. Like, whether I wanted or not, I was going to get better no matter what. And so in 2014, I started playing in the OTS. So I started playing more online. I would play live over the board, mostly with Roberto, but we did go to the club in Virginia a few times, not too often because it's like a 2-hour drive. And then pandemic. Pandemic was a big change. I play in the open division in the ABT online, and we study. We did a lot of backgammon, as April said, during pandemic, and from chouettes to everything. And then when we went back to live playing, I decided to stay in the open. And my first BMAB tournament, I'm gonna tell you everything I love about the BMAB. But my first ABT was, BMAB was in 2017 in Michigan, when mostly open players only played, and Roberto was playing BMAB, and I was at the tournament, and I say, why not? I'm not trying to impress anybody. I just want to see how I play, and I started. I think I went 0-5 in the first BMAB. That was the only event I participated in 2017. 2018 also, I did only one event. I went 1-3. In 2019, I went 1-4. So it wasn't great, but it didn't matter to me. I wanted to, see how I play and learn and get better. And 2021, I went to 4 BMABs. And in 2023, as Antoinette said before, I reached the master title. Reasons I like the BMAB. First was I got to play with all the top players, which, otherwise, unless, inside events, you get to play top players. But so that was a big experience. And then I started recording my matches, which it had like two purposes. First, I really liked recording my matches. It kept my opponents in line and, and good behavior. And also then analyzing my games. And, at the BMAB, you get a lot of experience. You get more confident to play. You get your matches recorded and analyzed, and you can learn from your plays, good and bad, and from your opponent's plays also. And I mostly learn from my big blunders. I have a folder on my computer that says blunders that hurt. It means like I'm so embarrassed, or I either like I lost the match on something really big, or I don't know. So I do have a few that stuck to me. And I often, then I started when I play online at home. So I started doing a lot of things, right? Like playing versus XG in the OTS, a lot of online playing. And I will grab a notebook as I'm playing. And when I have a doubt on a play, I make a note on the score, on the roll. So then I can easily go find that play after when I analyze the match. And, then sometimes I was right and sometimes I was wrong. But besides those plays that I have doubt, there were also a lot of other plays that I didn't have doubt, but they were wrong. So you get to go through everything. And that was made a really big difference. Of course, playing doubles with Roberto is something that we always practice, and that helped me tremendously. Usually the way we do it, we set up the computer, and I say the move, and I tell him what I want to do, and he agrees or disagrees, and we talk. And of course, the better I get, the more arguments we have, but still we enjoy it. We don't fight too hard over backgammon. But and what else I have? The thing at the beginning was I felt like only open players were doing it. So not much after I started playing BMAB, I noticed some other players and women felt confident to start participating also, and say, I can make blunders also. So and BMAB grew a lot. I think in 2017 or so, maybe like the participation was like 12 to 16 players. Now we have like record numbers, and this year events were 40 players, or I don't know, the record if was 42 or something. It's amazing. It implies a lot of work also. So it's great that we have people that want to do this. it's really great. Then is the feeling of your own. So you're trying to see how you play and you're trying to improve and beat yourself. You're not trying to impress anybody. So it's a little uh, no pressure, you know. That's the way I felt. Like I didn't have to prove that I was anything. I just, you know, try my best. And I'm often like not embarrassed at all to show my blunders. This is fun for me. Uh, not when I lose, but it's fun after. And what else? So this year, what was different is they created the Players Cup. So BMAB events, but put all together in a circuit that allows not only the best PR players to achieve a title or anything, but they have a system of participation and win-loss. So that's the what I got this year, that I got second place. Julius High came in first, and it was really good, really nice. And I don't know what else on BMAB. A lot of women participated now. I think was it in Miami? I think it was like 6 women participated. For me, like the best way to like make improvement is just to like make uh, it's like a personal decision, you know. It's something like you can say I want to get better, but it has to come like honestly from inside you. It's a big decision, and you have to put a lot of work yourself. And you have, once you make that decision, then you have to start exploring different things that what works best for you. We're, we don't all learn the same way. So, you know, some people read books. I'm not much of a reader. Some people videos, or you get a coach, or you get somebody to play with and talk about the moves. There is also a lot of learning sessions. Women of Backgammon, you guys do great with providing the tournaments and the lectures. And Woman World of Backgammon, we do also a lot of work providing a lot of the same events to participate and compete, learn, and get to meet people. And that's great. I think it shows at the tournaments now. I do see like a big change in the way we connect the tournaments. I just think it's a great moment for women in backgammon. And we're also trying to connect with women in the other parts of the world. So that is also very positive. The women's camp in Sweden was wonderful. The level of competition was so intense, and we were lucky, and we played well enough to win the title. And but also as a result of that, we know a lot of women players, and you know, we trying to put together more events. Um, as you probably already read, we're launching this big event, and in January is a cup that we're gonna have.
Hey,
Uh,
Irina,
yeah,
before we get into that, we have a couple of
yeah,
questions.
perfect.
So for people who don't know about the BMAB, Bonnie asks, can you explain a little bit about what the BMAB is?
Uh, BMAB is a Backgammon Masters Awarding Body. So you get to play, and according to your level, you get certification, and you have different levels. From intermediate, you have 3 levels of intermediate, intermediate 3 to 1, then you pass to advanced 3 to 1, then master 3 to 1, grandmasters, and we're and therefore, so you play, you get your matches recorder and analyze and then run an average, and you need a certain amount of experience points before you get a certification. And they've been running events since 2014, I believe. It's just, I think Karen was the first woman to play BMAB in the United States, and probably I was the second. And now you have a lot of other women that have played. Marcy, I see you there. I know you play. April, you play. Melanie, Linda Clay, Kate Elmore. I mean, I don't want to miss names, but I think we are not afraid now of showing, like, if we're weak, we're just learning, we're participating, we're improving, and all that. So,
Very good.
Yep.
Antoinette also has a question. She has her hand up. Antoinette, unmute your mic and ask your question. Antoinette?
Okay, I found it. Irina, I remember back in the day when you first started playing, you came into the game yelling and screaming. You didn't want to learn. You didn't want to listen to Roberto. You didn't want to do any of that. And so what made you change your mind?
I think I'm a competitive by nature, so that made me change my mind. So saying something and then proving that I'm wrong, and then I wanted to get it right. and also, like, going to tournaments, everything helps, right? Like, when I go to tournaments, I have a lot of fun, and so I want to, like, I need to win money if I want to keep going to tournaments.
You want to support Roberto. You're winning more than he is.
We're pretty even. We're pretty even. But I don't know. That's a good question, Antoinette. I don't know what changed. I think, as I said before, I think for me the change was gradual. It's little by little. Sometimes I still feel that still. Of course, I'm learning still and growing, but my interest is still growing. And sometimes it drops, and sometimes I go back up, and it's it's a roller coaster.
I love your attitude about being willing to not be afraid to show your errors. I think that's really important in growth because XG doesn't lie. We can't hide if we're recording our matches and seeing it. And it sometimes is really painful to look at that. It hurts. But being honest with ourselves, at least, is the only way to grow, and like actually looking at that and making changes. So I love to hear that, because that's been my experience too with my growth. It's just like kind of go through the embarrassment, go through the pain, and on the other end it gets better.
Yeah, and sometimes it's embarrassing, and the better you are, then it's the pressure grows, right? Like, so now I have a master, so I guess the expectation that I play good, not only from myself but from others, is there. And my average in the last Players Cup wasn't the best. I played like well above my average nowadays, but I played 3 very weak matches and 2 very strong, below my average. So it's backgammon is hard. It's really hard. It's just you have to do a lot of work. So we can play, we can move checkers, we can read, but at the end, so whenever, like, you make the decision you want to get better, you just have to focus. If you're going to read something, if you're going to see an analysis in a match, it's not only about seeing what's red, what's green, and what's right. It's about like finding the reasons or trying to understand it. That's makes the difference. Any other question? You guys have to help me here. Come on.
I think we're good. Oh,
Well,
Karen
I
Jones
know,
has a
Irina, that
question.
this is a big deal for you to do this in a crowd. And I just want you to know that it's appreciated and that we've noticed.
Thank you so much. It's
I know it's a
better
big
than-
deal for you to do this, and it's great.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Karen has a question. Karen, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Thanks, Irena, for sharing all of this. You know, lately you've stepped up to the plate and served as a commentator on matches. Certainly, I know you've done that for some of the Sunny Florida matches. And I'm just curious how you think that is affecting your game.
Doing commentary is kind of extra hard for me. I'm naturally like, I'm not gonna say I'm slow, but I am kind of slow. Like I need my time to think on a play, and often when the players play, they play at a fast speed, and you know I don't have the time to think through, and so the pressure to come up and say something about a play without thinking in depth is a challenge. And also, I mean, it's not news that I'm shy and I don't like speaking in public. And so it depends who am I doing commentary with can compensate and how you say, yeah. No, I don't know the word. Sorry, my English.
Balance. Balance.
Yeah, exactly. So so some people I can do better commentary with than others, and but I do enjoy it. Again, I'm not afraid to say something super dumb when I'm doing commentary. If the expectation is to have expert commentary, they should have somebody else. But I can always say what I think and why I think a play is right, and that's it's that. But I like doing it. I like doing it.
Thank you, Karen. We have a question from Maggie Sweeney.
Yeah, thanks. So, Irina, one of the things I've noticed about when I watch you play, especially like chouettes, is that you have a confidence about your moves. And one of the things I've noticed about my own play is that as soon as someone else says, "Oh, what about this play?" or "You should do this," I lose all my confidence. And I've noticed that you're really great at being like, fuck you, I'm doing what I want to do. So I'm wondering like how you got to that point and like, yeah, how you keep that confidence while also having the spirit of learning.
So some stuff is my confidence is BS. So that's what I make you think, you know, I'm confident. Sometimes I'm not that confident, but I'm gonna own it, you know. So, and yeah, I mean, for me, obviously, I am shy, but I have a strong personality in case you guys haven't noticed. And sometimes, you know, when I play, I'm serious to the point that if I see a picture of me when I'm playing, it looks like I'm angry or something. It's just, I cannot do smile and be social and play backgammon at the same time. So when we play chouette, it's a different thing. That's why we play for very low stakes and a glass of wine. It's a different story. But you know, playing, I'm super serious when I play. I really am. And often, if I'm not sure of a play and I double guess myself, I just try not to show hesitation and I just go for it. And do now, learn tomorrow. That's basically what I do.
Nice. Thank you, Maggie. Tatiana has a question.
Yeah, hi, hi.
Hi, I
Nice.
see you. You're having a blast. You're traveling
Yeah.
all over.
Well, the question is, I understand that BMAB is based on PR, right? And why sometimes when I play, I could have a PR of 3 and sometimes 33. You know, why is that? You know, why there is such a big fluctuation? And I've noticed also, you know, my first, when I play, I mostly now play consultation matches on Heroes, and I see that my first kind of intuitive impulse to make a move is the correct one. And then when I start rethinking, then I actually do it not so well. So why there is a fluctuation, and yeah, so it means I'm still not there with the PR.
It's a slow. I mean, unless for like new young people that can improve rapidly, it's a slow process, and you know it will require a big analysis on your own mistakes, which you know takes a lot of time and effort. You can categorize your blunders, whether it's a cube, it's a checker, what kind of position. It's a lot of work to do. Um, I often don't know how to back up or analyze a position well, or especially when I'm playing. I can do it a lot better when I'm watching somebody else play. But when I'm playing, I block myself. Sometimes I cannot think, but I have enough experience. I play enough backgammon that I can, you know, sometimes I finish a match and I think I play really bad. And then when I analyze it and it comes out like good, I say, well, I guess I need to trust what I've learned already. It's like it is here somewhere, even if I cannot express it and explain it. And sometimes, but it's an exercise. I think it's good. You should be able to try to think the position and find the reasons, because that's going to help you always make the good. But you know, I don't know how long you've been playing, Tatiana. I don't know you. I've seen you recently. So just be patient. Be patient, practice, do, and find what works for you. You know, often like uh, counting shots, for example, right? I try to count shots. I don't always do it, but they tell you like do it this way or do it this way. Well, you have to find your own way. The same with the counting pips. You know, there's different systems. Each person is unique, and you gotta
Yeah,
do it.
I think it's my sort of next already. I start doing it, counting shots. I've been reading books of Michi, and he always counts shots in every position he presents in the book. And then I start doing it, and it's actually super helpful. Before I didn't do that. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully made the decision. You know, I happen to be from Australia now. I'm in Florida, and I spoke with Lynn, and I said, "Oh, you know what? I think I would like to come to New York, even though I don't have even one single item of warm clothes, but I think I'll just get something, you know, quick, and it's going to be inside anyway. And yeah, so hopefully I'll meet some of you people there. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward. Yeah, yeah. And
be fun.
thank you so much. Yeah, I'm shutting myself off.
Nice. Antoinette has another question too.
I think it's important and that we have women that are speaking to us. And Irina fought me tooth and nails about coming on and being a guest lecturer. And finally she said yes, because we all have experiences and we need to share them with each other. And that's what makes us better players. And so I'm so happy, Irina, you changed your mind. We've had two other women. And I'm the person that picks out people to give the lectures. And I'm finding more women to bring to the table to tell us about who we are and how we progressed and how we started getting better at this game. So thank you, Irina. I really appreciate your stepping up. I know that you're a shy person. I remember you from the beginning coming with Roberto to tournaments, not saying anything, just in the background.
But
And
just for the record, I was never submiss. I'm shy. I'm not submiss. I'm always gonna take everybody that comes out, even like, you know, when I was an intermediate and other players would come and like bully me or have an attitude, I would call them out 100% of the times. Yes. But anyway, this is it's been great. I hope I was saying before, don't miss it. So in January we are having a wonderful event organized with the Women World of Backgammon. It's an international cup. It's 16 of the top players, women players, of course, and we're gonna have an online cup, and we're gonna try to stream as many matches as we can, and with commentary, and we're very excited about that event. So I hope you guys find the time to come and see. And also this Thursday, Karen Davis is still alive in the WBIF women's final, and she's gonna play against Anna Price, and we're gonna have a watch party. So myself and Julia Hayward are gonna do commentary. It's gonna be at 3 p.m. this Thursday. So I hope I can see many of you, and it's
How
not
do
gonna
we
be intense. Yeah.
how do we find out about those events? If somebody's interested, what's the best way for the people to get information?
Well, I'm assuming a lot of people get the newsletter from Women's World of Backgammon, and there is an announcement on
Not
the cup
everybody.
there.
I'm hearing no. Do they go to the
Okay.
website to sign up for the newsletter, or how do they sign up for the newsletter?
Karen, can you help me there?
Yes, you can go on the Women's World of Backgammon website and register to get all of their notices, the newsletter, but also notices of these watch parties or learning sessions with, as Irina said, expert commentary and matches of top women players.
Okay, I'm putting the link in the chat. So if you want to sign up for Women's World of Backgammon info, go hit that link and hopefully you can find it there.
Yeah, we can continue to grow.
Let's see, we have a
Karen, did
couple
that
more
notice go
questions.
out? Because I don't think I ever got a notice about the watch party.
It came on the email today or yesterday, I think.
Oh, maybe it came today and I didn't see it. Okay.
Okay. Yes, it was. You know, we were waiting for the draw, so it couldn't be planned with more time. So it's
All
like should be fun.
We have a question from Gigi.
Gigi, are you
Hello,
okay?
Irina.
Are you feeling okay?
I am. Yes,
Good.
thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to say a couple comments. First of all, thank you to all of the ladies that put this stuff together for all of us to learn and come on. And I really want you and Karen Davis and Antoinette specifically are three of the women in my life that have influenced me so strong to you know, keep pushing on and keep playing. And I recently won the Miami Open in the intermediate division, and I just won the consolation in Los Angeles. So if it wasn't for you ladies, I wouldn't have had the, excuse the expression, the huevos, the balls to compete. And I so much agree with you about the BMAB. For any women on here like myself that isn't a super advanced or open player, you know, don't be intimidated like, oh, I don't want to do the BMAB because it's all the best players. Well, that is how you learn. These are free lessons. You're not just getting your matches recorded. You're not just getting feedback. You're playing the giants in the industry, and you don't have to pay. You pay for the one price, but it's so worth so much more in the long run. So I wholeheartedly encourage other women that have not done it, that are on here tonight listening, to please try it sometime. Don't be shy. Go ahead and get out there, put yourself out there. There's no judgment. You know, you'll get your matches back. Like Irina said, you watch look at your blunders, look at your opponent's things, look at the notes you may have made. And by the way, that's a great suggestion, Irina. I am going to do that from here forward. I'm going to make notes on certain plays on a book so that I can go back and look at them like, wow, was that the right move or not? So just, again, thank you, all of you, and April, for putting this on. And I would like to volunteer to help the position that you guys need filled. So send me the information, April. And I love you all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. But thank you just for all your inspiration.
Cheers.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We'll connect. Oh, I'm excited. All right.
Okay, I hope to see a lot of you in the next year in the tournaments. Are we wrapping up, or we have any other questions?
Yeah, I just see a chat from Beth, who maybe doesn't want to unmute her mic, but is thanking you and appreciates you explaining your journey. She'll be in Charlotte. So I think you're just giving a lot of women confidence to step up, and that it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's a journey, right? And
it's about reaching your own potential. You're not, you know, it's like the best you can.
Yeah. A question from Tatiana.
Yeah, it's more of a personal question. I know you were born in Argentina, but do you have any Russian background? Do you have that Russian name? And I always thought, before I learned that you're from Argentina, I thought that, but on the other hand, in Latin America, they love those names, and Tatiana is a very popular name there too, you know, so.
You know, I do have great grandparents were from Russia, but the thing with my name is my mom liked the ballerina that was named Irina, so she named me Irina over her, after her. So,
okay.
yeah.
Great.
But
Thank you so much.
So, yeah. Argentina, we just went there, so there is not many women playing there. Of course, after the pandemic, they stopped the live matches, so they do online. So hopefully in the future there'll be more women in Argentina playing also.
But some of the strongest players, they're actually from Argentina, because I do sometimes the tournament of Alberto Bertol, and there are so many players from Latin America. And I think the recent tournament, the winner was from either Costa Rica or Argentina. I forgot his name. Yeah, so there are really strong players there. Anyway, thank you so much
Thanks for coming. Thanks.
And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and hopefully see you there.
Happy holidays, and I hope to see you on Thursday then.
Yes, I haven't got a link, but hopefully I will find out how to join. Yeah, 3 p.m. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Irina. Bye-bye, and thank you, Karen, and everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
Irina. We had 22
you.
people here, and so you've helped a ton of women. Thank you, thank you, thank you for
Thank you.
coming and agreeing to it. And thank you to Antoinette for her persistence, and for Bonnie for sending out all these communications that brought all these beautiful women here. So I'm incredibly grateful to all of you. And I will miss leading the group, but I hope to keep participating, and I'm really excited to see who's going to step up and be next.